Okay, so let's just dive right into it. As I'm sure you probably noticed when you clicked on this video, I've changed my profile picture and my YouTube channel name, as well as my social media handle that I'm using on other platforms. I've changed it from LulaLV to LulaWestLuxe, which is my name followed by the word Lux. Pretty easy to understand there, but there's a reason why I changed it, and there's a reason why I'm changing a core component of the content that I put out. So, just to go over the channel name briefly, it's a change I've been thinking about making for almost a year now. But there's been a lot of turmoil in the luxury content creation space. So now's just the time that I've decided to actually go ahead and do it. I'm not going super in depth on the drama, I guess you could call it, that's going on over on Instagram right now, but I'm going to link to a video that a fellow creator, Jen, just published detailing everything that's going on. So if you want more context, check out Jen's video. I will link to it here and in the description box below. Personally, I've wanted to take the LV part out of my channel name for a while because I don't want to tie my own personal brand to another brand that I am not affiliated with. I am in no way affiliated with LV. I think it's not the best idea for myself, and I think for content creators in general, to specifically include another brand's name in your personal brand name. So I wanted to remove that from my name. Now is a good time for me to do it because there has been a lot of content creators, specifically on Instagram, who have been having content removed and even their entire accounts suspended. And a lot of it has to do with our use of brand names in our social media handles, and that we are prominently featuring another brand's logos in our posts that we're putting up there. So I'm just changing my name. I think it's better to be safe than sorry, especially because I do this as a hobby and I don't want something I do as a hobby to start causing me issues. So that's why I decided to change from LulaLV to LulaWestLuxe. Now to talk about how my content will be changing moving forward. The overall theme of my channel is not changing. I will still be doing tips and advice on smart luxury shopping. I will be unboxing and reviewing products that I've personally purchased. I will continue to do product comparisons. So a lot of the content I do is not changing. Fundamentally, I'm not making huge changes to this channel. But the one piece of content that I am changing going forward is my monthly Louis Vuitton new release videos. This change I'm making for a very specific reason, and this is because of something that has happened to me. So just to give a background, once a month I publish a video covering new releases at Louis Vuitton. It mostly focuses on the women's and men's leather goods and small leather goods. I use the Louis Vuitton official product photos, the ones that they publish on their client-facing webpage. I use those photos in my videos to showcase all the new items that are out. These are by far the most popular video that I publish, but I've realized that the way I present that information is not safe for me. It came to my attention in January that one particular video of mine, it was the Louis Vuitton new releases for August. I'm putting up a screenshot of the thumbnail. I have since actually taken that video down, so you can no longer find that video because I noticed in January it was bringing a lot of inorganic traffic into my channel. This was most likely bot traffic. So you can see from the analytics here my video got a ton of views in the beginning and then the views tapered off. That's totally normal because my new release videos are very time sensitive. Most people want to see the new releases right away and then they move on to the new releases in the future, right? So it makes sense. They get a lot of views in the top and then the views taper off. That's completely normal. What was not normal with this one specific video was the huge jump in the number of subscribers I was getting. And those two graphs don't correlate, right? I should not be getting a ton of subscribers on a video that's not getting a ton of views. So this was most likely bot traffic, or I don't know. If there's some other explanation that you know of, please feel free to leave it below. But this led me to dive more into the analytics for this video, and I noticed that in the last 90 days that this had been happening, and I did not pick up on this right away, these subscribers or views were coming in through mostly this video being shared on WhatsApp. That's really unusual. Most of my external views come from Google search, so this was clearly being passed around somehow, somewhere via WhatsApp, and most of these views geographically were coming from Mexico, according to my YouTube analytics. And again, that's very unusual. My number one geography is by far always the United States. So it told me that something shady was going on, right? I didn't quite know what it was. I have no proof. All I have is circumstantial evidence based on the analytics. And I started getting comments on that video saying like, this is a scam, don't fall for it, fakes, watch out, there's scammers. So alarm bells are ringing for me at this point. I'm thinking someone, somehow, I don't know how or why, is using this specific video for purposes that I did not intend, and I decided to just take the video down at that point. This could be a totally isolated incident. It could never happen again, but it made me realize that the way I was presenting this information made me vulnerable, and it could be used in ways that I did not intend. So going forward, I will not be presenting monthly new release videos in the way that I did in the past. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to change things. I don't know exactly what they're going to look like in the future. I just know that they're going to look different. It's probably going to be a process. I'm sure they will evolve over time, and it's going to take me a while to find a new way to present this information that is better. Let's just leave it that way. So yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to look different, but I will not be doing them in the same way I've done in the past. And I wanted to explain that because I know it's what most people like to watch on my channel. So this is why I changed my name. I'm changing some of my content, the way I present my content moving forward in the future. So a little bit of a different video for today, but hopefully it's been helpful and insightful. Hopefully you'll stick around with me for my future content going forward and, see where this ride and this journey takes us. As always, don't forget to come back every Friday for new videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.